If I could get your attention, I'd like to welcome you all to the annual State of the Schools. My name is Brent Eichelberger, Regional President for Commerce Bank here in Peoria, and we are happy to sponsor this event this morning. It's great to come together and hear about the success here in the district. I want to congratulate Dr. Parker and her team, the board, and the faculty and staff, teachers at the district for the track record of success that we've seen here in the district. And Commerce Bank has been a strong supporter of education around the region over the years. It's something that we're very passionate about and very happy to sponsor here this morning. So if I could have you all stand here this morning, we'd like to have one of our seniors at Dunlap High, Libby Lewis, if you could come up, and she will sing the National Anthem for us. Good morning.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello everyone, and thank you for coming to this year's State of the Schools address. My name is Carson Potts, and I'm a senior at Dunlap High School. I've been in the Dunlap School District throughout my entire education, and am very grateful for the opportunities that District 323 has provided for me. I began at Dunlap Grade School, where I made very fond memories with both my classmates and teachers. Whether I was in Miss Negley's, now Miss Pitzer's second grade class, or with Mr. Wenskis in the 5th grade, I always felt included and engaged. As I transitioned to the then brand new Dunlap Valley Middle School, I felt that my opportunities for involvement and making friends were boundless, and they were. I tried almost every club, group, or team here at some point. What stood out most of all to me, however, was the manner in which I was treated. And this can be said for all the schools and teachers in the district. The teachers treated me and all other students in a mature fashion, and that's one thing I feel is special and unique about the Dunlap School District. I've never been babied or felt like a burden in any grade level. My teachers have always earned their students' respect through reciprocation. Now at Dunlap High School, I learned that the opportunities for growth and learning were truly endless, whether through my involvement with cross-country and the track programs, to our student government, or our amazing fine arts department. Dunlap High School and the Dunlap School District paved the way for me to grow as a student, athlete, and musician, but most importantly, a contributing member of society. As I move on to the next major stage of my life, college, at Southern Illinois University, I will always have the great people within the Dunlap School District to thank for providing me with an outstanding education, opportunities, and most importantly, the means to achieve my individual potential. And now it is my honor to present the president of our school board, Don Bozeman, but first, a quick bio. Don Bozeman is honored to champion and provide leadership to a variety of initiatives across the extended community. A few of her philanthropic passions include outreach programs with heavy ties to education, advocacy, and the American Red Cross. Elected as a second-term member of the Dunlap School Board, Mrs. Bozeman currently serves as the district school board president. She works diligently to ensure an inclusive environment for all students, and in 2014 advocated to develop and launch a diversity committee. Mrs. Bozeman also chairs the board of directors for the American Red Cross Central and Southern region. With her leadership, this region received several awards. Most importantly, the the regional chapter's fire safety campaign was recognized for having 7 documented lives saved. Mrs. Bozeman also chartered a Central Illinois chapter of the Red Cross Tiffany Circle, which is a phenomenal group of women philanthropists. She also serves on the board of directors for the Peoria Promise, which raises money to provide many students the opportunity to attend Illinois Central College. Additional areas of Dawn's philanthropic outreach includes the March of Dimes, CASA, the Heritage Ensemble, and Boy Scouts of America's Whitney M. Young event, which supports scouting for minority youth in the Peoria area. In 2016, Mrs. Bozeman was inducted into the African American Hall of Fame Museum and received the William Watkins Jr. Founders Award, recognizing her dedication and service to the community. She was also recognized with the Black Business Alliance Pioneer Award for her contribution to the greater Peoria area. Mrs. Bozeman received a Bachelor of Science degree from Bradley University and went on to earn an MBA from Millersville University. Dawn and her husband Dave have been married for 23 years, have 5 children who have all attended Dunlap schools. Ladies and gentlemen, Dawn Bozeman.
Thank you, Carson, and good morning to you all. Carson is a student who exemplifies the mission of Dunlap School community to empower all students to excel and reach their individual potential. Carson, he didn't know I was going to say this, but he is a senior at Dunlap High School, and he's participated all 4 years in band, orchestra, cross country, and track. He will be attending Southern Illinois University at Carbondale and receive the University of Excellence Scholarship as well as a Music Performance Scholarship for next year. He's a member of the National Honor Society and the president of Project Purple. Congratulations, Carson, and best of luck to you. I'm honored to serve as the board president of the Dunlap Board of Education. On behalf of the board, I would like to welcome you all to the 2nd annual Dunlap School District State of the Schools Address. Thank you all for coming here today and for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us to learn more about Dunlap School District. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of the Board of Education. Vice President Paul Park. We have board member Cheryl Bluth, Karen Disharoon, Brian Zowen. We have 2 board members who unfortunately couldn't join us today, Beth Ree and Teresa Holhauser, and we're very happy to have them all with our Board of Education. School board members are unpaid elected positions that come with many challenges. It requires a significant time commitment and the ability to make decisions that are student-focused. Key and important to the success of a school district is a board that works together with the administration, has a vested interest in our schools, and puts students first. Thank you for your time and dedication to our students and our community. I also want to say a special thank you to Commerce Bank for their sponsorship today and for the delicious breakfast that we all enjoyed. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Dunlap Valley Middle School, Mr. Holmes, the principal and his staff, and all the Dunlap school students and staff who helped make today's program a success. Thank you all. The district has worked hard to provide multiple modes of communication with parents and the community, including the district website, community informational forums, board splinters newsletter, email and text alerts. Today's program, the State of the Schools Address, is another method to inform the community on the district's overall operations. When you leave this morning, I hope that you will be more informed, inspired, and empowered. Empowered with the information that Dunlap School District is strong in values. We value every one of our students and families, as well as all who work to continue the success of Dunlap School District. Strong in financial planning. While no one can predict the future, and all districts have to deal with economic uncertainty, Dunlap administrators have worked hard to provide a sustainable financial plan while efficiently using resources to benefit our students. Strong in its diversity. Dunlap is one of the most diverse school districts in Central Illinois, with multiple countries represented and over 45 languages spoken in the home. Diversity is an asset, and Dunlap will continue to acknowledge and embrace the power of diversity. Strong in its mission. The mission to empower students to reach their individual potential is carried out daily by the supportive parents, dedicated teachers and staff, and the diligent administrators and board members working together towards the district's mission. At this time, I'd like to ask Board Member Paul Park to join me at the podium. He didn't know I was going to do this, so come on, Paul. Paul Park, what can I say? Paul Park is a strong, committed board member who's finishing his second term on the Dunlap School Board. For 8 years, Paul has been thoughtful, a selfless leader, and I speak for the board when I say it's been an honor to work alongside him. A few people have described Paul, and they've used words as genuine, thoughtful, thorough board member, and a person of integrity. Paul is smart, and he's very thoughtful with all his decisions that he makes. He's had to make several difficult decisions over the last 8 years, but he's not made any of those decisions easily. So I'd like you all to please help me and thank Paul, and we want to honor you in recognition of unselfish service to the Dunlap Community Unit School District number 323. The Board of Education presents the Award of Merit to Dr. Paul Park. Now it's my privilege to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Parker. Dr. Parker is finishing 27 years in education, with 23 of those years in the Dunlap School District, and has served as superintendent since 2015. Dr. Parker has held several positions throughout her 27 years. She began her educational career as a teacher and then an elementary and middle school counselor. She joined Dunlap School District in 1994 as a high school guidance counselor, was promoted to assistant principal, then high school principal before becoming assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction, and then assistant superintendent of school operations in 2008. She's also served as interim superintendent for 10 months prior to becoming superintendent. She attended Eastern Illinois University, receiving her master's degree in guidance and counseling, and finished her doctorate in 2011 from Western Illinois University. Dr. Parker provides valued leadership to numerous initiatives throughout the Dunlap School District. She has a passion for ensuring that all students have an equal opportunity to all benefits our school district can provide, which will be demonstrated by the wide variety of new programs being highlighted in today's presentation. She's been instrumental in several building projects, including overseeing construction and design of Hickory Grove Elementary School and the recent addition of Phase 2 at the Dunlap High School from start to finish. Dr. Parker is also a member of the Peoria Rotary North and can be often found at competitions and events for our Dunlap students. She's put a priority in building and strengthening relationships within the Dunlap School District with a focus on a trust-based environment with open communication for our staff and community members. She has a proven financial responsibility to the district in the balanced budget and financial predictions, which she will discuss this morning. Please help me give a warm welcome to our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Parker.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mrs. Bozeman, for your warm welcome, your kind words, and as always, your support and your encouragement for me and my entire team. So, first, I appreciate all of you being here this morning. I know we had an early start to our day, and I hope you enjoyed your breakfast, and we're very grateful to Commerce Bank and for your support for our event here at the Dunlap School District. I'd also like to thank Advanced Audio. You're going to notice there's a large amount of video interaction this morning, and Advanced Audio was kind enough to donate a couple TVs. As our numbers grew, we realized we were going to need more audio-visual equipment, so we appreciate them as well. Before I get started, I have several thank yous and recognitions before we get started in the speech. So first, I'd like to echo Mrs. Bozeman's words, recognize our Board of Education members. You invest a significant amount of time to our school district. In fact, last year they volunteered 113 hours of their time just at the meetings. That doesn't include the time they spend prepping to get ready for those meetings. So thank you for all your leadership in the school district and the numerous hours that you spend supporting our staff and our students. You make tough decisions. You allow us to be a successful school district while making sound financial decisions at the same time. So thank you. Let's give them one more round of applause, please. A very special welcome to our representatives from the City of Peoria, Village of Dunlap, Peoria Public Schools, Illinois Central College. I appreciate all of our elected officials who joined us here today. It means a lot to myself and our district to have your support. Thank you to our parents and our community members for supporting our school system and taking time to be here. I can't thank my administrative team enough, especially from the district level this week and the past few weeks. I sincerely appreciate the hard work of all of them. I've truly never worked with a more dedicated group of administrators and staff than what I have on my team right now, and I'm grateful for each of you. I know I've asked a lot of them, especially in the last few weeks as we prepared for today. And I want everyone to know that today is actually the result of all of their hard work. I get to be the one that gets up here and delivers the message, but there's just a large amount of work that's being done behind the scenes, and they're the ones deserving the credit for the successes we've had in our district. So I would ask my administrative team and all of my directors to please stand and be recognized. Stand up. Thank you. I would also like to thank the Wilder Way art students for providing table decorations and our art teachers for the display, which is over near our media world over to the right. And if you didn't get a chance to see that this morning, I would recommend you stop and see some of the talent of our art students. I was amazed at the display that they put out yesterday afternoon. So we also have at your table some table decorations, the red cups that you're going to see a lot of empowering individual potential, and you're going to hear that phrase. If there's nothing else you take from that today, you will know that phrase when you leave here today. And there's a lot of Dunlap's things in there that you can take with you, and we appreciate that. Speaking of a dedicated administrative team, as of last Thursday, our principal from Dunlap Middle School defended and completed his doctoral dissertation, and he is now Dr. Zach Chatterton. And I will ask him to come forward and be recognized, please. This is quite an accomplishment, and we're obviously very proud of you, Dr. Chatterton, and in particular, you completed this while supervising and being in charge of a 600-student middle school at the same time, so congratulations. Thank you. When Dr. Chatterton completed his dissertation, he told me, I just want to really keep this low key. And this is, I think, the second time that we've had an unannounced recognition for him. So I promise this is the last time. Okay. I've spent the last 23 years here in the Dunlap School District. I'm very proud to lead this district. I think Dunlap is an amazing place for students to learn and for staff to work. We've placed a high value on relationships, as Mrs. Bozeman indicated, among our staff, our students, our community, parents, and our board in the last several years. And that's one of the reasons I feel Dunlap's continuing to feel different than it has in the past. And the people here are what make all the difference in this district. We work together with our teachers union and highly value the relationship we have with the Dunlap Education Association. In fact, this past school year, we completed our teacher negotiations with only 6 meetings, and that was done with a mutual respect for each other and a dedication to make decisions on what is best for students. I would like to ask our union co-presidents, Amy George and Shauna Segler, to stand and be recognized and thank them for the work they do for us and for our staff. That was quick. We naturally do not always agree, but we always operate on the philosophy of communication and mutual respect, and this is a model for others in building trust and strengthening relationships, so thank you. Today we'll be discussing the successes and the achievements we've had in our district during the past year, as well as challenges we have ahead of us, an update on our school finances, and what we see going forward to continue to improve the Dunlap School District for our students. We're going to start out with some data from our school report card and look at exactly who makes up the Dunlap School District. On our 6th day of attendance, which is the 5th official day we use for attendance purposes, we had 4,528 students. And in the past 10 years, we've averaged 142 new students each year. Our projections in the fall show continued growth of approximately 4%. We continuously review our enrollment data as we plan for facility and budget enhancements and changes each year. And we always review this information before we make recommendations to our Board of Education. We educate students from a variety of locations within our district, including Edelstein, Dunlap, City of Peoria, Edwards, and Princeville, encompassing 62 square miles. And approximately 80% of our students live within the city limits of Peoria. And when looking at our student data on the school report card, we provide special education services to more than 12% of our population, and our mobility rate is 9.6%. We have 5.6% of our population identified as English language learners, and this number continues to rise each year. We have an 11% low income rate, and our student attendance rate is 95.8%, with almost 95% of our students graduating from high school each year. We are proud to be part of a community committed to public education for all students. Dunlap School District, as Mrs. Bozeman also said, is a snapshot of the diverse world that we're living in today. And we always say this is definitely one of the strengths of the Dunlap School District, with our students speaking 47 different languages. And we're often asked, where are all the Dunlap students coming from each year? And there's always a common misconception that our new students are coming from local school districts. And in the past school year, we had 380 students transfer either within the district or from another district to Dunlap. And out of those students, over 22% came from parochial or private schools, and close to 20% of our own students simply transferred within the district. And we also had 18% of our students coming from out of state. So as you can see, that rumor that you always hear that they're coming from other area school districts simply is not true. Two of our most diverse schools are Hickory Grove and Ridgeview, where between the two of them there are 36 different languages spoken by our students attending those two buildings. So today I've asked 6 students from Hickory Grove and Ridgeview to come, and they're going to read a poem for you demonstrating the diversity of our languages in our district. So they'll be right over here to my right, and we're excited to have you guys this morning. So.
This poem is called Magic Words. Unfortunately, the poet is unknown. Different words are magic words in languages we speak.
Efaristo means thank you if you're speaking Greek.
Arigato means thank you if you're speaking Japanese.
If you're speaking Spanish, por favor means please.
Please in French is tricky. Try saying s'il vous plaît.
All these words are magic words, said in a different way.
Thank you very much to our students. You did great. I appreciate you volunteering to perform and coming over to do that for us today. I just wanted to demonstrate for you a little bit about the diversity of our school district. And also thank you to Mrs. Rickner for her help in organizing their participation. Next, let's talk a little bit about our staff. The work that we do in this district is based upon the work of everyone. The oversight of the Board of Education, our administrative team, teachers, parents, and support staff. We are fortunate to have an outstanding and dedicated workforce of 645 employees. Currently, 66% of our teachers have master's degrees with a state average of 61.4%. And I feel strongly that our teachers in the Dunlap School District are some of the best and the brightest in the country, and they could go and teach anywhere, but they choose to stay right here in the Dunlap School District. and I'm extremely grateful for their dedication to our district and their choice to teach here for our students. We also have teachers here representing their buildings, and I would like them to please stand and be recognized for all of their hard work. They're instrumental to the success of this district. So teachers, if you could please stand. We simply could not do what we do without the teachers. Second to none are the number of volunteers we have in our buildings, as well as our community partnerships. We have over 665 volunteers throughout the district and 132 community partnerships. And I know a number of our volunteers and our community partners are in the audience today, and we could not accomplish the things we do without your support and assistance. And the next statistics I'm going to give you is the most impressive one to me in the whole speech, because I was shocked and amazed when I got this number. But during the past school year, our volunteers raised $221,000 in all of our schools and donated that money directly back to our students and staff. That's a lot of money that we didn't have to spend. I find that just to be an accurate reflection of the generosity and the support of all of our parents and our community, so thank you. We started our year with a new strategic plan in place and have made this the focus of everything we do in this district. We are very proud of Dunlap and our focus on student learning. During strategic planning, we developed our mission of empowering individual potential. The entire new mission of this district is this: the Dunlap school community empowers all students to reach their individual potential. What exactly does that mean? First, let's talk about how this got started a year ago as we sat right here at Dunlap Valley with our strategic planning committee and discussed at length how we want to continue to provide a top-notch education, but that we felt we were not meeting the needs of all students. We wanted to expand our focus beyond those who were headed directly to a four-year college, and thus our mission emerged. The programs I'm going to discuss with you today are a direct result of this mission. We are making a concerted effort to address the needs of all Dunlap students, and I am excited to share the new programs we have put in place over the past year that will do just this. They will empower their individual potential. One opportunity for improvement in our district that came out of strategic planning was that we could invest more time and resources on students who are at risk of not graduating from high school. For a long time, our graduation rate was at 100%, but as the makeup of our district changed, so did our statistics. And this indicated to us that the way in which we are educating and providing services to our students needed to change as well. So our team began identifying students who may be at risk, including students with poor attendance, academic failure, lack of motivation, family issues, signs of mental health concerns, significant behavior concerns, or those who were simply just getting by in the educational system. And our Board of Education recently approved the first program of its kind in Dunlap to assist our students in reaching their goal of graduating from high school. The first year of this program, set to begin this fall, will be a credit recovery program allowing primarily junior and senior students to take online courses to make up for failed grades or missing classes needed to graduate. The proposal is for this program to continue to expand in future years to include more students and make it accessible but slightly separate from Dunlap High School. There are plans to have general and special education teachers and paraprofessionals to help students who are struggling, as well as those who have social-emotional issues that prevent them from being successful in a typical school environment. I recently had the opportunity to talk with Alyssa Hart, who's one of our school social workers, and here's what she had to say about the new program.
The types of students that would benefit are students that have unique learning styles and that need maybe some extra support social-emotionally for credit recovery for all students, general ed and special education. Being here for 6 years, I've seen the need increase for students within Dunlap. Social emotional concerns, mental health concerns. They just struggle with that regular classroom standard of sitting in a chair for 30, 40 minutes. They need that movement and they need a unique way of learning. And I think this program will allow many students to get the support they need to graduate from high school.
Thank you to Alyssa and also to Allie Bond, our Director of Student Services, for all of their work in the creation of this program for our students. It's going to be very interesting to watch this program as it expands to meet the needs of our students and the impact that it has on them. Another program which was approved by the board in the fall and will be back next school year is our cooperative education program at Dunlap High School. This is a program we had for several years in Dunlap, but we removed due to the budget reductions in 2014. Co-op is a year-long vocational educational program in which students attend school for part of the day, and then they work a job or an internship the remainder of the day, earning 3 credits an hour or 3 credit hours for the year. Students still take all of their required graduation courses, but this program allows for flexibility in their day. And Mr. Scott Adrian, our high school principal, recently shared his thoughts on the new co-op program.
I think that the co-op program coming back is going to allow us to do a couple different things. First of all, it allows us to customize our education like we've done with some other things in the past. We've added more AP classes, we've added some blended classes, we've done some things in 0 hour. So we're trying to customize each student's education to a point. It's going to also allow us to build some relationships in the community or strengthen some existing relationships in the community that we haven't had. First of all, we're looking to diversify our students' education. So hopefully we can reach more students effectively, because not all students learn in the same way. Some of them are visual learners, some of them are hands-on learners. This gives our hands-on learners another opportunity to earn credit, high school credit, while they're actually doing hands-on work and gaining work experience. So job training skills are extremely critical to our students' success in the future, so they can gain those skills at the same time they're gaining high school credit. So it's exciting for those students.
This is going to be a great program for our students, and I'm appreciative of the high school administration and our staff as they look for unique ways to continue to meet the needs of our students to gain credits towards graduation. So I'm very excited to have that program back for Dunlap. Another new opportunity for our high school students is the Strong Start program. And Dunlap School District has always had a strong partnership with Illinois Central College, and we're excited to expand this for the 2017-18 school year. We have joined into an agreement with ICC as we offer dual credit courses and have also entered into this agreement to bring Strong Start to our students for next school year. And here to tell you more about this early college program is Dr. Sheila Quirk Bailey, President of Illinois Central College.
Strong Start is an excellent program if you are college ready and ready to hit the ground running and earn some college credits while you're still here at Dunlap High School. So the way that would work is you would select from courses that aren't offered on your campus but could be taken then at our new Peoria campus, which we used to call North. You would start there first thing in the morning. You could take a class either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, or both. Go all the way through, and then head back to campus for the rest of your day. It's really wonderful to earn college credits while you're in high school. You can start at ICC and then take those credits anywhere. So we'd love to have you on North Campus in the fall. It's really important to us for all of our students to be successful. Research shows if high school students can earn up to 15 college credits while they're still in high school, be that through AP or be that through early college credit with us, then you are far more likely to enter college and be successful and complete college. And we want to give that opportunity to all of our students. So we are working very hard with all of our high school partners to bring that opportunity to all the students of Central Illinois. in a perfect world, the way those partnerships would work is we would have predefined pathways. So a student would determine where their interest lies, be it in healthcare or in business or in technology, and we could lay out for students then what credits towards those majors they could earn while in high school, what they could do then to come straight to ICC and not take out loans, get those basic credits out of the way, and then transfer on to wherever, be it University of Illinois, be it Illinois State, be it Stanford, and just be that much further ahead in terms of earning that college degree and saving that money for something like a house or a car as opposed to giving it away to higher education.
This is going to be an amazing program for our students to have the opportunity to work directly with ICC while attending Dunlap High School, so we're excited about this. As many of you are already aware, there are many uncertainties in education in the state of Illinois today. And however, through all of those uncertainties, we have teachers and administrators who are continuing to work diligently to meet the mission and the vision for the school district. And this is evidenced by the ACT scores for 2016 of 24.5 with a state average of 20.8. And this year, on April 5th, our juniors will be taking the SAT exam for the first time as the statewide college entrance exam for Illinois. Our juniors recently took a practice exam, and as a group, they scored 1,061 on a scale that goes as high as 1,600. And we are very encouraged by this practice test with the state average on the exam of 1,002 and a global score of 1,020. So we're very anxious to see what those results end up being following next week's exam. Preparation of the students for the SAT or any other exam at the high school level is a K-12 effort, and this is another demonstration of the importance of our families, our students, our staff, our board, and our community all working together to place an emphasis on education. The PARCC exam, which replaced the ISAT and the PSAE tests, was given for the first time in 2014-15 and was administered to every student in grades 3 through 8 and high school. This year, it's only given in grades 3 through 8 as SAT has replaced the PARCC exam at the high school. Last year, however, overall, our district scored 58% at meeting or exceeding on the PARCC exam compared to 57% the year before with a state average in 2016 of 33.4%. We all know that new families will oftentimes look at state test scores for a school district when they are looking to purchase a home. And we are very aware of the importance of all of these exams and put student learning as one of our most important areas of focus in the district. Another area that is just as important is the area of finance, which I would like to highlight next along with facilities. Our finances continue to be a priority in our school district under the leadership of Karen Beverlin. And I first want to share some basic financial facts with you. We have an annual budget of over $49 million, of which 89% comes from local sources. Our district's equalized assessed property value is just over $867 million and is projected to increase 5% for the 2017-18 school year. The chart you see here shows our percentage of EAV increases received each year. We continue to have the lowest tax rate in Peoria County with a rate of 4.58 for the 2017-18 school year. And our per pupil expenditure is just over $8,400, which is $4,400 less than the state average. We are fortunate to primarily rely on local funding to support our schools because we do not feel the impact of the state's economic woes as much as many other districts do. But we are vulnerable to local economic issues, and we watch very closely at what is happening to our local economy as we make financial and educational decisions. It's always interesting to listen to the news reports about how the state is fully funding general state aid for the first time since 2012. This is true, but what they fail to share is the fact that although general state aid payments are being paid in full, they have yet to distribute any mandated categorical funds which support programs required by law, such as special education, English language learners, and transportation. And even with only 8.5% of our annual revenue coming from the state, we are still owed over $1 million to our district just for this current school year. And although we are fortunate not to be reliant on state funding for the majority of our revenue, decisions that are made in Springfield can impact our local tax revenue. The property tax freeze being discussed as the grand bargain will impact our district by restricting our ability to levy the tax revenue needed to support our schools as our operational costs increase and our student population continues to grow. And therefore, we are keeping a very close eye on how that legislation is moving forward. Even with all the uncertainties at the local and state level, our district is in a great financial position. We have a balanced budget, and we are projected to have this balanced budget for the next 5 years. Our district has enough reserve funds in our education fund to support our current educational programs through 2020, even if we do not see one new dollar from any source for the next 3 years, and our expenses to continue to increase at today's rates. During last year, the district returned $1.9 million to our reserve fund, and we are anticipating returning funds back to our reserves again this year. And as you can see, we are using our available resources to continue to improve education for our students while at the same time planning the future of our district. These healthy reserves allow the district time to react to any economic downturn that may come in the future while continuing to provide an excellent 21st century education to our students. Something else we're very proud of is the creation of the Education Foundation in the Dunlap School District. The district has worked with members of our community to develop this new foundation. The foundation's mission is this: to provide enhanced educational opportunities to support the district's mission of empowering every student to reach their individual potential. And here is what the chairman of our new Education Foundation Board recently had to say about the newly created foundation.
Itself is a public partnership with our school district in order for us to canvass our population to see what other services may be important to them, and then create an environment in which we can co-share in hopefully offering some of these most important services that are in need of to our students. The first concept that came about is on November 4th, we'll be hosting our first fundraiser event. It's soft being titled the Eagle Run for Education, but we will have a 5K run here in Dunlap in early November, in which we will look at our community, our student populations, working with our PTOs and PTAs, as well as administration and other groups within the Dunlap community, in order to come out and help support these initiatives that we're currently looking at. The idea of giving back and the idea of really honing in on other types of professional or economic types of platforms that allow our students to go beyond just the true textbook curriculum is extremely important. And I think the foundation for it to grow is something that many of our families can get behind, because the genesis of it is to ensure that we have the best rounded education for our students in the future. Please reach out to either myself, please reach out to district administration, or even just your local principal in your school that maybe your student attends, and just say, hey, I want to get involved. There'll be many different things, whether we need volunteers. It's not just something that's monetary based. In order for us to really take this program and really make this foundation successful, we really need everybody's community support, and that can really come with time, talent, or treasure.
So thank you to Paul and our entire Dunlap Education Foundation members for all of your extra time and your effort in providing these new opportunities for our students and our staff. Let's talk just a little bit about our facilities. Summer's always the busiest time for building projects, and this summer is certainly no exception. Last summer, a comprehensive facility maintenance plan was completed by our Director of Operations, Tom Grimm, and the plan will be implemented this summer. This will begin a 5-year plan to equalize security, keyless entry systems, roofing projects, and preventative maintenance throughout the entire district. We have over $1 million in building maintenance and upgrade projects planned for our schools this summer. And some of the larger projects include baseball dugouts and phase 1 of a full library remodel at Dunlap High School, replacement of windows at Dunlap Grade School, boiler upgrades at Banner and Wilder Waite, security upgrades at Dunlap Middle School, and lighting upgrades at Dunlap Valley Middle School and Hickory Grove. We're fortunate to have a recent donation of a new baseball press box from the Nicholas J. Murphy Foundation to be followed with a district-financed softball press box next year. And earlier this year, we also had the donation of an outdoor classroom, Charlotte's Park, at Banner Elementary School. We have amazing facilities here in Dunlap, but the cost of maintaining them is much greater than anyone can usually imagine. And even with the completion of the $1 million worth of projects, we still had over $600,000 in requested building projects that needed to be completed. And this is why we're so very thankful that the sales tax referendum passed last November. This new revenue stream is projected to provide $1.4 million to our district every year, and this will enable us to maintain our newer buildings as well as upgrade our older facilities, increase energy efficiency, and enhance security in all of our buildings. So please remember, every time you go out to eat or you buy clothes or you purchase school supplies anywhere in Peoria County, you're helping to finance the Dunlap facilities. As a district, we're continuing to reimage our vision for student learning, to stay abreast of learning trends and putting sound instructional practices in place for all of our students. And if you were to ask me what program will impact the most students next year, and what program are you the proudest of as the superintendent of the school district, it would be the one-to-one implementation plan, and that we are preparing our students to be future ready. Having a district implement one-to-one devices certainly isn't anything new, but as we explored how to implement, we quickly learned that the best way would be to start a pilot program, which is what we have been working on this past school year. So here's a look at the new future-ready classrooms participating in the current pilot program of our district.
Our world continues to change and grow in relationship to technology. Because of this, students need to be prepared for their futures. The Future Ready One-to-One Plan recognizes this. Every student will have equal access to technology by the 2019-2020 school year, and lesson plans are already shifting to incorporate this plan in order to enhance learning experiences for all Dunlap students. This uniformity we are striving to create and equal access to technology for all students will extend learning beyond the walls of the school and make learning a more interactive process through which every student can participate. The Future Ready initiative will promote motivated digital learners, creative, resourceful thinkers, technologically effective communicators, efficient collaborative problem solvers, and culturally aware digital citizens.
Some of you have asked, why should a school district even have future-ready one-to technology in the buildings? And while many more of you have asked, why did this take so long in such a progressive district? We have been deliberately planning a slow rollout to ensure that our teachers and students are best prepared for this change. And according to Intel, over the next decade, 80% of jobs will require technological skills. Along with that, 65% of our students will work in jobs that do not yet exist. This means that we as educators have a very challenging job. We need to educate all of our students for many jobs that we don't even know about yet. But what we do know are the skills necessary to create students that are prepared for these types of jobs. The Economist Group recently surveyed and interviewed people in business and education and put together an extensive report. And I know you're all disappointed, but we're not going to review the entire report today. But I do want to share what I find most interesting out of that report. When this group asked business leaders to pick the top 3 skills currently needed in the workplace, what did they say? They responded overwhelmingly with problem solving, followed closely by teamwork and communication. And keep in mind that this data is related to the responses of business leaders to the jobs of today, 2017. And as the technology around us evolves over time, the type of work done by people will continue to shift. But research shows that the demand for these three skills of problem solving, teamwork, and communication will remain constant. This has been the priority of the Future Ready One-to-One Technology Committee and will continue to be the focus as our district rolls out one-to-one devices in grades 4 through 8 next school year. We're extremely excited about this rollout and want all of our community members to be aware that not merely technology for technology's sake is arriving in Dunlap. The goal of this initiative is to be able to provide equitable access to technology for every student as a means to enhance and transform teaching regardless of subject area in an effort to create digitally literate 21st century learners. The pedagogy behind the technology is so much more important than the technology itself, which is what I mentioned earlier. If we don't have strong teachers using sound instructional practices, the technology will not be successful. And this is why there has been such a strong emphasis on technology training this year and will continue over the next several years. A huge part of this training is the addition of new technology coaches. They will play a vital role in helping teachers find the best ways to implement technology in their classrooms. The district plans to hire 2 coaches for the upcoming school year, and recently one of our middle school teachers spent some time talking to me about the teacher's role in utilizing one-to-one devices in the classroom.
Well, more importantly, I think there's a misconception out there that having the devices is going to replace teachers. It's going to replace, our textbooks, and that's definitely not the case. If anything, it enhances it. I've learned a lot about myself as well as an educator. It's definitely challenged me in regards to my planning, the implementation of the lessons that I do. It allowed me to be more creative. I have so much flexibility with what I can do for my kids within the classroom as well. And this generation has grown up with technology at their disposal. So the excitement is already there. It's a question now, how can we take that and get it to where we want to get to in regards to what we're trying to do within the classroom. At the same time, though, I think we need to be careful as we move forward as well. I think digital citizenship is key, that us as educators, we need to be able to teach them that and for them to understand that.
Thank you to Homer and all of our staff for their dedication in ensuring that Dunlap School District is future ready for our students. We know this will be a busy summer for our technology staff under the leadership of Matt Jensen as they prepare for our rollout in the fall. But we are excited for the opportunities for our students and for our staff, and I know that they are as well. As I wrote this speech, I wondered how best to explain to you the importance of being future ready in the Dunlap School District. So I asked one of our 4th grade students to share a few words with you today on his experience in one of our pilot classrooms at Banner Elementary School. I will ask Paxton Wooden to please come up and talk to us about his time in Mrs. Dutton's classroom this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Paxton Wooden.
Hi, my name is Paxton Wooden, and I'm a 4th grade student at Banner. I'm in Miss Dutton's class, and everyone in my class has a Chromebook. I am happy that next year all the students in the district will get a Chromebook. When I was younger, I did not like reading, and my reading grade was really bad. I used a lot of websites like Front Row, MobyMax, and Lexia. On these sites, I read stories and answered questions. I worked really hard, and these websites helped me. They have helped my star reading score go up like crazy. I also like Chromebooks because we can work on Canvas. It has Google Docs assignments, and we can even have class discussions. I like Chromebooks, and I hope they help other kids like they helped me.
That was an awesome job. Paxton, can you come back up here a second, though? I'm not sure who was more excited for today, myself or Paxton, because he was all smiles yesterday when we practiced. So, as I wrote this, I wondered, who should we talk to? And it was the students. And I'm looking forward to hearing from more students as we continue our program next year and gaining their insight as we make changes to our program. The student opinion is very valuable. As we continue to focus on being a future-ready district, this doesn't only refer to technology and one-to-one devices. In empowering individual potential and moving Dunlap forward, we are excited to announce that actually today we open our online registration process for next school year. Our new kindergarten families were able to experience this process a month ago, and now we plan to save many trees and also streamline and simplify the registration process by putting everything online for our families. Being future ready also means that we continually review our curricular offerings. This past month, we approved a revision of the Middle School Explore program, which includes quarter sessions for all of our 6th and 7th grade students. And along with this, the board approved the addition of a French 1 pre-AP course to our current Spanish pre-AP offering at the middle school level. We are also continuing our elementary foreign language program to include Spanish at the 5th grade level. And we're very excited to announce that pending board approval in April, we will be adding 2 summer school sessions for high school students in civics and software applications. While this program may be small for the first summer, we anticipate that it will grow in the summer of 2018. Coming up in the 2017-18 school year, we will be reviewing grading practices at all levels, K-12, to assess where we are as a district and create an action plan on how best to move forward. And these are just a few of the curricular items we are reviewing and revamping to stay on top of educational best practices, and we are excited to be making all of these improvements to meet our students' ever-changing needs. A very special thank you and acknowledgement for our Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Heather Bowman, as all of these curriculum improvements I have mentioned are things that she took the lead in accomplishing this past year. So obviously, Heather has been very busy. Before we adjourn, you to all of you, I know how vital the Dunlap School District is to the entire community based on all the support you've shown in being here today. And in closing, I would like to say that Dunlap is a unique place to educate students. We are dedicated to educating all students and making decisions on what is best for them. We will prepare all of our students for the future, for anything they want to do, and we will continue to make a dedicated effort to make positive, well-thought-out financial decisions. I encourage everyone in attendance to continue to build our future together. We will help Dunlap continue to be a premier school district in Central Illinois. Thank you for your attendance and your continued support.